Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to Infested. This game was created by Night Ninja, and I found it on itch.io. The premise of the game is 2 weeks ago, a local farm owned by the Smiths was seemingly abandoned. The police have refused to look into the matter for unknown reasons. You decide to venture up to an old farmhouse and look for answers yourself. This game was made over the course of a few days by Night Ninja for Scream Jam 2023. Let's hop right into it. Warning, this game contains loud noises and jump scares. Press E to continue. Perfect. Use A and D to move, space to jump, E to interact and inspect objects, and press E to start. 2 weeks ago, a local farm owned by the Smiths was seemingly abandoned. The police have refused to look into the matter for unknown reasons. You decide to venture up to the old farmhouse and look for answers yourself. Oh yeah, Game Boy.
Why can't they call it Game Boy Girl?
So far, I'm having fun. Let me go into this dark room here and surely nothing will happen. Aw, I skipped the dialogue, bro. It won't turn on. Doesn't look like any of this was even cooked. You can see something wriggling in the mass. That's good, I'm not alone. Let's look at the fridge, maybe there's some, Insert joke here. It's full of weeks-old food. Just looking at it makes you feel sick. It looks like there was something torn from the door. Maybe it's still around here. The bottle's full of rancid-looking liquid. You can't even tell what it's supposed to be. It looks like there's something poking out. You stick your hand in to attempt to grab it. You can feel movement in the liquid. You manage to pull out the item. There was a bottle. Our protagonist, the Coglione, is on this guy, and inside that bottle is a note.
Hey honey, good luck at work today.
He's gonna need more than luck. Remember to check the sofa if you lost your keys. What's he getting drunk every night? And where are my keys? You're infuriated that you put your hand into that for a note. Well, that's a you problem, dude. Don't put your hands in suspicious liquid on a stove that's wriggling and has a note. This isn't that type of nightmare. Is that a reference to something? It's a worn-out looking leather chair. Huh? There's something stuffed into the seat. You found a key. This must be for upstairs. The socket is dangling off the wall. Does it even still work? Well, considering it's dangling off the wall, I would assume it doesn't work any longer. Dad found a new bug out on his work today. I've never seen it. I skipped the dialogue. But the coolest thing is that he has said the same thing. How cool is that? The man came to look at the bug today, but Dad said it had gone missing. The men looked annoyed and muttered something. They didn't stay for very long, but something weird happened when they left. Dad took me up to the attic and showed me a jar. Inside the jar was the bug. He told me that those men were going to hurt it, and that he hid it for its protection. He asked me to keep it a secret from everyone, and to keep it safe. We decided to name her Dot. Dot isn't like other bugs we have seen. She won't eat plants that we give her. Dad said that some bugs eat meat, or even waste. Oh, it's a bad bug. So we just need to find out what she likes to eat. Well, it's probably human flesh. Lucky for you. Dad's been acting really weird recently. He keeps going out late at night. And he's he looks really tired. But at the same time, he looks really happy as well. When I asked him about it, he just brushed it off as my imagination. But I know it's not, because I can hear him in the attic. It sounds like he's speaking, but I can't make out the words. I think he's talking to Dot. Your father is a paranoid schizophrenic. The men came back to the house again today. They asked to speak to my dad. When he came to the door and saw the men, he got really upset. I've never seen him so angry before. He screamed and screamed at the men for a really long time. I got scared and ran up to my room. I watched the men from my bedroom window. After a while, I heard Dad go to the kitchen and run back to the front door. I saw the men turn and run as Dad chased after them with a knife. Your dad needs to be locked up. He tripped and cut his hand, but the men just keep running. When he got up, he turned around and came back to the house. I was scared, But when he got here, he was back to his old self. He's being controlled by the bug. When I asked him why he did that, he only said one thing. There are certain things worth protecting with your life. You'll understand that feeling one day, when the bug takes over your brain. I don't think those men are gonna come back. The top of the house smells really weird. I think it's coming from the attic. Dad's been spending almost all of his time up there now. I hardly see him anymore. And he hasn't let me up to see Dot in weeks. He keeps hiding the key to the attic in his bookshelf. He came down last night but totally ignored me. He just walked out straight to the front door. He hasn't been back since. Mom is getting really worried. She said that we're going to go stay with Grandma for a few days. That's all. Alright then. Let me grab the key to the attic. Oh! Dot! Well, you got the answers you were looking for. You ran back to your house as quickly as you could and locked yourself inside. The things you saw in there were so grim and grotesque that you chose to push them to the back of your mind. It takes you a week before you have the strength to leave your house again. When you finally do, you hear harrowing news. The farmhouse had completely collapsed a few days after your visit. All the cattle that were on the farm have gone missing. And as of now, Mr. Smith is also considered missing. Well, that was Infestation. I think that was pretty damn good. I like the art style, obviously, the old Game Boy style art style. Pretty lore-rich for what it is. And I think there's probably some more things I have yet to figure out. Let me know if you've played this game, if you plan on playing it, and what you thought about it if you have played it. My name is tyrantmaw. Happy Halloween, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.